What's a crack, folks? What's a crack? Ah, for fuck's sake, we got attacked. Well, it turned out it was Old Tavern, but ah, for fuck's sake. We lost one of our subs. 95 was our personal best. We're now down to 94.
You have coin, stranger? With a fine weapon and arms, dwarven made.
What are you doing in Haven? There's nothing for you here. What do you want? Ask and be on your way. Haven's always been here. My family knows no other home. We keep to ourselves. We see no need to announce our presence to the world. It's more peaceful that way. Father Eirik is our spiritual leader and guide.
A revered father, huh? That's new. I wonder what this means.
It's always been thus in Haven. We do not question tradition. Our ways are not the ways of the lowland cities. We do not appreciate lowlanders looking about our home as though it was some sort of zoo. You may trade for supplies at the shop if you wish. Then I suggest you and your companions leave.
Did it just get a lot colder, or is it just me?
Interesting strategy. Tell me, do you intend to keep going north until it becomes south and attack the Archdemon from the rear?
What are you
The
talking about now?
Archdemon is our goal, and we are heading away from it to find the charred remnants of a dead woman. I will not simply follow in your shadow as you run from battle. Then turn and fight. You keep the Darkspawn waiting.
Oh, fuck you too, Stan.
Come, Bonnie Lynn. Tell us where you've been. Were you up, were you down? Chasing rabbits around the town. Come, Bonnie Lynn. Tell us where you've been. Come, come, Bonnie Lynn. We've a bed to put you in. It is soft, it is warm. It will shelter from the storm. Come, come, Bonnie Lynn. We've a bed to put you in. Who are you? You shouldn't be here. I asked you first. Lowlanders don't belong here. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Haven is Haven, but I have a secret. Do you want to see?
Creepy.
It's lucky. I keep it with me. Don't tell anyone, all right?
All over now.
I've never heard of any village out this way. Is this place even on a proper map?
We have nothing you'd want. Please go.
Complete.
Who are you? You're not from Haven.
Why does everyone tell me that like I don't already know it?
We don't get very many visitors. How would you describe the place you know only as home?
Quite easily.
I don't have much, but I suppose you can take a look.
It sounds like it's super smart and super fucking pretentious, when in actual fact it's sheer retardation. Like, if someone asks me to describe my home, I could tell them about the place where I actually live, the building that I live in. I could tell them about the estate that I'm from, the country I'm from, what our weather's like, what our politics and religion are like. You know, you can literally fucking go on forever. So, what if instead of me asking him to describe Haven, and he go, how would I describe the place I only know as home? What if I had said, describe your home to me? Would he have given me the same answer? hard. Debating whether or not to kill him. Fuck it, I'm gonna kill him.
What are you doing? That's private.
I'm just taking a peek.
No!
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to insist.
No! You have no right!
I have done it.
I have done it again.
I have finished.
The armor and clothing left in this dismembered man indicate he was from Redcliffe, one of Harleyman's knights. Scumbags.
Couldn't we all just get along? No. As we desire. Dear me, what's all the fuss? Well, all right. As you desire.
You hear that? There's people in the Chartree. The whole town, maybe.
Dear me, what's all the fuss? Oh my, nothing is precious. Well, all right. So I shall. And so I shall.
That's a lot of blood.
I always mention it on when we do a Dragon Age playthrough, but seeing as this is the first one that's getting uploaded to YouTube as part of the playlist, I'll say it again. I love how Haven in Origins is how it's treated in Inquisition. You know, the games were like 2 generations apart, machine wise, so obviously you cannot use the exact same asset in the new game. Rather than just throw out what came before and just make their own version of Haven, which, let's face it, if Inquisition had been made today, that's what they would have done. They would have went, oh, this is my version, fucking throw that one out. But the people who made Inquisition cared about it. And, like, they didn't keep everything, but they kept enough, and they kept the basic structure. You know what I mean? How like the chantry is at the very top, and then there's levels coming down till you get to where all the shops are and stuff, and even the chantry building itself, they kept the basic structure of it and just kind of expanded it. I'll show you when we actually go inside. Hey, new viewer. See this chest here? It doesn't annoy me because I'm going to do it anyway. It makes me annoyed on behalf of other people. So, if you come into this room and then go back out again, everybody attacks you and you have to murder them all. So people might want to roleplay it as, I'm just going to go straight to the chantry so I don't have to murder all those innocent villagers. But then BioWare went and put something in this chest that if you want to complete a side quest for the Noble Tavern, you have to come into this room. If you want to do the love letter quest,
All done.
it means you have to murder an entire village, which I always think is a little bit fucking harsh.
Complete.
This altar appears to have been used recently. A pool of blood remains running over the side in dark rivulets.
Used for food preparation, perhaps?
Does meat deplete that
I'm
much?
just trying to be optimistic. The other explanation is slightly more disturbing.
So I only bring the dog and Stan so I can get that wee bit of dialogue out of him in there, and then so that he can challenge us, which he has already done. Now I'm going to run back to camp really quickly and swap them out. Well, I might keep Stan. I might just swap dog out for Liliana.
That smell. This is uneven leather, isn't it? I would know that anywhere. I don't know how you found it, but thank you. Now, if only you could find me a prostitute or two, a bowl of fish chowder, and a corrupt politician, I'd really feel like I was home. And they fit as well. Marvelous.
If there's anything I'm sure you'll be pleased.
Indeed.
Yes.
What do you think, Fear? I'm thinking bring Stan. But I don't ever remember taking dog. Like, I wonder what the temple guardian would say to the dog. But the dog would be useless against the dragon. Probably better off bringing Stan. Fuck it. Although to fight the dragon, Morgan might come in handy.
Indeed.
It's trouble down, trouble I found. Sitting on the pavement, gonna find you soon. I'm so sick, sick, sick and tired of working just to be retired. I don't want your company car, promotions ain't my thing. Badges are not interesting. Oh, I'm trying to sing. Trying to distract my brain. Oh. Away from the pain.
We are blessed beyond measure. We are chosen
You're about
by
to be
the
stabbed
holy
beyond measure
and
too,
beloved
mate.
to be her guardians. This sacred duty is given to us alone. Rejoice, my brethren, and prepare your hearts to receive her. Lift up
prepare
your
your
voices
chest
and
to
despair
receive my
not,
fucking sword, mate.
for she will raise her faithful servants to glory when her... Ah, welcome. I heard we had a visitor wandering about the village. I trust you've enjoyed your time in Haven so far?
Not really, no, because you're all a bunch of fucking head cases. You murdered the Knights of Redcliffe, and you tried to kill me twice. Your people aren't very welcoming.
What sort of welcome do you expect when you break into our homes and kill one of us? You see, this is why we do not like visitors. They are not like us. They will do us harm if we let them. And now you try to shift the blame? We don't owe you any explanations for our actions.
Yeah,
we
you do.
have a sacred duty. Failure to protect her would be a greater sin. All will be forgiven.
My, they're all so easy.
I think if you killed someone who I am searching for, then you do owe me an explanation.
And so I shall. Defend yourself! Push them back!
Right, so what I was talking about with the chantry building. In Inquisition, picture that this is still the doorway where you come in. It still has these archways that lead into the alcoves, but they just supersized it, so like there's about 6 fucking archways now. Still have the big hall. This side room here is the bedroom. This is Josephine's room. There's a wall across here and that's the war table room. You mean, like, literally, all they done was to make it bigger, added in more archways, and then they added in a door here that takes you down into the dungeons. You know, they were very, very faithful to the recreation, or using the original as inspiration for theirs, and it's a mighty fine thing to do, and a perfect example of working on established IP.
I have finished.
You know, you treat it with reverence and care, and you know, just a general respect for what came before. Modern day writers, be it game, TV, movie, whatever, do not have that level of respect. So, like, the person who was chosen to run Veilguard had a major hard-on for Solus, Llewellyn romance, and elves. So they systematically went through every other fucking possibility. You know, so you had the elven gods. Defender had their gods. Humans had the Chantry. Kunari had the Kun. The dwarves had their ancestors and Paragons and stuff. And Veilguard just came along one by one and shit all over all of them and basically made it elves did it. Oh, it was the elves. Andraste, that was the elves. Defender God, that was the elves. Fucking and like think how much time and dedication and passion and knowledge and sheer fucking effort it took many people spread across 3 games in a decade to build up all of that lore for each pantheon of gods for each of the different races, and then one fucking dickhead comes along and just shits over all of it. It fucking infuriates me. But talking of Veilguard naturally makes me fucking angry. we started that conversation by praising the people who made Inquisition Haven from the bones of this one, so that's how we'll finish that little mini conversation. We'll say, well done, tip of my fucking bunny ears to you. It's a fucking shame you didn't work on Veilguard.
All over now.
Who are you? They've sent you to finish it. You don't know how glad I am to see someone who isn't from this village. The leg's not doing so well, and I can't feel my foot.
That feels much better. I don't have time to rest now. I'm so close. The urn is just up that mountain. The Arl is sick. Will he live? Politics never did anyone any good. The Arl
Never a
is
fucking
noble
true word
soul,
spoken, mate.
But the ashes will surely cure him. Haven lies in the shadow of the mountain that holds the urn. There is an old temple there built to protect it. The door is always locked, but I know what the key is. Iric wears a medallion that opens the temple door. I've seen what he does with it. Yes, that is your key. Take me to the mountainside and I will show you. All right. What is on your mind? I certainly hope the ashes will save him. The legends speak of their miraculous powers. There are many stories of pilgrims being healed, the blind seeing, and the lame dancing in joy. Perhaps it is Andraste that does this. Perhaps it is belief itself. By believing the ashes are magical, you make them so. Anyway, that can be discussed once we actually have the ashes, and the Arl is better. Yes, of course. How could I forget? Iric said they were ambushed, some killed, a few brought back to Haven to be questioned. He was so self-righteous about it, so smug. He seemed pleased that he had tortured and murdered these men. Good. Iric and his fellows were a blemish in the Maker's sight. If the Maker would even deign to look upon this world, that is. Let's just talk about something else now, shall we? Well, it wasn't exactly what I expected it to be. I do not know. When the Chantry was established, it was decided that only female priests would ever be ordained. It is possible that the villagers, the disciples of Andraste, predate the Chantry and so have no knowledge of the Chantry's rules. They call themselves the disciples of Andraste, and they are very, very devoted. One could say fanatically so. They must be here to protect the urn, but they speak of Andraste as though she was still alive.
Oh.
I'm old enough to know that anything is possible, child. Was there something else you wanted to discuss? They seemed intent on finding out personal information about me, where I grew up, things like that. How do you know? An imposter? What happened to the real Waylon? Oh, poor Waylon. I should never have dragged you into this. Maker take you into his hands, my boy. He believed in me, even when I lost faith in myself. I will honor his memory. Was there something else you wanted to say? All right. What is on your mind? So run along and get that medallion, then. Yes, that is your key. Take me to the mountainside, and I will show you. It is not that far, and will you let me lean on you? For the urn, any pain is worth enduring. Ah, good. Help me up here. I'll try not to slow us down. Here we are. Give me the medallion, and let's see if I remember. Yes, you see, it can be manipulated. Just like this. And there. A key to open the way. It may have been passed down through the generations, from the first people who built the temple. Now, where does this go? Oh, what I would give to have seen this hall in all its splendor, as it was meant to be. Still, sweep away the ice and the snow, and traces of beauty remain. I'm sorry, what? I was a little distracted, I apologize. These carvings were created just after Andraste's death, and they may reveal things about her life that we do not yet know. I think I need more time to study these statues and carvings. I could not keep up with you with my injuries. I should be safe. I don't think there are any villagers here. Go, I will be all right. Perhaps my destiny was only to lead you to the urn. It was designed to protect the urn from those who would steal it or do harm to it, namely the Tevinter Imperium. I'm not sure. The legends were never very specific on that point. Only the faithful shall lay eyes on the sacred ashes. Death and misfortune await the unbeliever. The Maker's gaze has fallen on Andraste's final resting place. He weeps for his beloved, and his wrath at her betrayers endures. That is what the legend says, and the Maker may indeed watch this place. Read between the lines, however, and you'll understand that it is merely a simple truth draped in hyperbole and metaphor. After all, no one wants to hear, Willie toiled for many a year to perfect the curious mechanisms that would send a sharpened spike up the arse of the unwary intruder.
Well, that sounds pleasant.
I think my decision to stay here was the best one, don't you? I'll be right here if you need me. Now I need something to write on.
Danger approaches. And so I shall. Well, all right. No.
More books. We should burn a few to warm ourselves up, I should think.
It's a very out of place bit of dialogue for who Morrigan ends up becoming. Like, she is the protector of knowledge, basically. All knowledge, good or bad.
I have done it.
Be wary.
Great. No wonder to stop for lunch.
Well, almost. And so I shall.
I would watch out, where are you?
My, they're all so eager, aren't they? Well, all right.
Why are you always attracting danger?
Lovely. I do adore it. What a shame. Of course.
And that!
Lovely.
We're done with that one.
All done. It cannot be.
Be careful!
Well, all right. As you desire.
Make us recover.
Of course. Lovely. All over now. I have finished.
You're back. Have you reached the urn? I am glad to see you are safe. Are there many of them? I think so. I haven't seen sign of anyone. You must be keeping them busy. If I hear anything strange, I'll be sure to hide. All right then. Good luck.
Ow, ow, ow. Back in the sack, folks. Oh, fucking hell, fucking hell.
complete. All right. Now this should be enough. Of course. Lovely. And so I shall. My, they're all so eager, aren't they? See there? That's a trap. I would watch out were I you. As you desire. Lovely. There, all right.
Try not to look too incompetent. It's embarrassing. Enemy ahead. Watch out. Here comes trouble. Be careful. Watch out.
Couldn't we all just get along? No? Cool.
Victorious.
My, they're all so eager, aren't they?
Make them reserve. Put them back.
Right, so it didn't give us any dialogue.
us.
Right, so we'll try this way. So I do not know why. Sometimes the dialogue triggers, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes only one will trigger, sometimes none.
Of course. The unnatural are always so bothersome. Well, all right. Truly it is. Complete. And so I shall.
The battle is finished.
That's Mafarath, Andraste's husband, and the one who betrayed her to the Imperium. We are not alone. Really not alone.
All right. Lovely. Couldn't we all just get along? No? Oh, let's just deal with these ones and move on. Well, all right.
We have done well.
right. Who ordered death?
Is that all you've got?
They say that Archon Asarion heard the voice of the Maker as Andraste was burning, and this is why he chose to end her suffering.
Right, so by our way of experimenting, you have to go left first and then double back to the right. Let's see if we remember that for next time. I doubt we will.
Couldn't we all just get along? No? As you desire. Lovely. And so I shall, of course. There you go. As you desire. Lovely. And so I shall. Lovely. Lovely. As you desire. Well, all right.
I think we work well together.
I would watch out, where are you? See there? That's a trap. Of course, as you desire. Well, and so I shall.
You should run while you can.
Watch out, where are you? See there? That's a trap. As you desire. All done. I have finished.
And so I
That's a lot of blood. Is that for me? Really? Wow! Wow!
Of course. As you desire.
We are not alone. Really not alone.
Be careful! Of course. And so I shall. As you desire. And so I shall. Let's do this. Dear me, what's all the fuss? Lovely. Of course. Well, all right. Of course. As you desire. What a shame. And so I shall. All over now.
Stop! You will go no further! You do not have the right to demand my name. You have defiled our temple. You have spilled the blood of the faithful and slaughtered our young. No more. You will tell me now, intruder, why you have done all this. Why have you come here? I am Father Colgrim, leader and guide to the disciples of Andraste. Kill us, and you will face Andraste. She will smell our blood, and the blood of her children on you, and her wrath will be great. She is so much more! She is even more glorious than all the old gods combined. The prophet Andraste has overcome death itself, and has returned to her faithful in a form more radiant than you can imagine. Not even the Tevinter Imperium could hope to slay her now. What hope do you have? You know nothing! Andraste revealed herself to us! We are her chosen! To arms, my brethren! Andraste will grant us victory!
Rather we not alone.
It's your time to die!
Here be dragon, motherfucker. The only dragon. Well, if you count the archdemon. Still the only dragon. You can't also make Flameth turn the one, which we didn't do. Well, not that we didn't do. We haven't been asked to do yet. And we will never do. I will never hurt Flameth.
the most powerful creature in Thedas.
As you deserve.
Let's finish this.
As you deserve. So I shall.
What is this place? It's different from the rest of the ruins.
I bid you welcome, pilgrim. I am the Guardian, the protector of the Urn of Sacred Ashes. I have waited years for this. You are the first to arrive in a very long time. It has been my duty, my life, to protect the urn and prepare the way for the faithful who come to revere Andraste. For years beyond counting have I been here, and shall I remain until my task is done and the Imperium has crumbled into the sea. Ah, is it not? Then perhaps this is the beginning of the end.
Andraste has gone to the Maker's side, she will not return. The dragon is a fearsome creature, and they must have seen her as an alternative to the absent Maker and his silent Andraste. A true believer would not require audacious displays of power. It began with an ancestor of the one known as Colgrim. He saw himself as a new prophet, preaching the rebirth. Some disagreed with him. I heard their cries of pain and loss, which were quickly silenced. The Maker will sit in judgment of them when the time comes. When my brethren and I carried Andraste from Tevinter to this sanctuary, we vowed to forever revere her memory and guard her. I have watched generations of my brethren take up the mantle of their fathers. For centuries they did this, unwavering, joyful in their appointed task. But now they have lost their way. They have forgotten Andraste and their promise. I am all that remains of the first disciples. I swore I would protect the urn as long as I lived, and I have lived a very long time. Did anyone really know her, save the Maker? She would sometimes spend weeks alone in meditation, often without food or water. I cannot express in words my love for Andraste. You must seek her out for yourself. Everyone must. I made a vow to Andraste and to the Maker. My life is tied to the ashes. As long as they remain, so will I. You already know that the urn contains the remains of the prophet Andraste. What else is there to tell? You have come to honor Andraste, and you shall, if you prove yourself worthy. It is not my place to decide your worthiness. The gauntlet does that. If you are found worthy, you will see the urn and be allowed to take a small pinch of the ashes for yourself. If not, the gauntlet tells the true pilgrims from the false. You will undergo 4 tests of faith, and we shall see how your soul fares. You will understand what it is when you face it. Before you go, there is something I must ask. I see that the path that led you here was not easy. There is suffering in your past. Your suffering, and the suffering of others. You abandoned your father and mother, leaving them in the hands of Rendon Howe, knowing he would show no mercy. Do you think you failed your parents? Thank you. That is all I wish to know.
You are too hard on yourself. No one's perfect.
Is there any religion that does not thrive upon guilt, like a glutton at his lunch? No, I thought not.
You could not have known what would happen. You did what you thought was best.
And what of those that follow you? Alistair, Knight, and Warden. You wonder if things would have been different if you were with Duncan on the battlefield. You could have shielded him from the killing blow. You wonder, don't you, if you should have died and not him?
Yes. If Duncan had been saved and not me, everything would be better. If I just had the chance.
No, it wouldn't. It would be infinitely worse. Because we wouldn't have a viable king to put forward. And therefore, Arleman and Duncan would have no choice but to follow Logan.
Only to Andraste. Do you believe yourself her equal?
I never said that.
In Orlais, you were someone. In Lothering, you feared you would lose yourself, become a drab sister, and disappear. When your brothers and sisters of the cloister criticized you for what you professed, you were hurt, but you also reveled in it. It made you special. You enjoyed the attention, even if it was negative.
You're saying that I made it up for the attention? I did not. I know what I believe.
And you, Morrigan, Flemeth's daughter, what?
Begone, spirit. I will not play your games.
I will respect your wishes. The way is open. Good luck, and may you find what you seek.
The smallest lark could carry it, while a strong man might not. Of what do I speak?
June.
Yes, I was Andraste's dearest friend in childhood, and always we would sing. She celebrated the beauty of life, and all who heard her would be filled with joy. They say the Maker himself was moved by Andraste's song, and then she sang no more of simple things.
Echoes from a shadow realm, whispers of things yet to come. Thought's strange sister dwells in night, is swept away by dawning light. Of what do I speak?
Dreams.
A dream came upon me as my daughter slumbered beneath my heart. It told of her life, and of her betrayal and death. I am sorrow and regret. I am a mother weeping bitter tears for a daughter she could not save.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. The debt of blood must be paid in full. Of what do I speak?
Vengeance, motherfucker.
Yes, my husband Hessarian would have chosen a quick death for Andraste. I made him swear that she would die publicly with her war leaders, that all would know the Imperium's strength. I am justice. I am vengeance. Blood can only be repaid in blood.
I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be. In this place I belong, that belongs also to me. Of what do I speak?
Home, my thoughts are reaching home.
It was my dream for the people to have a home of their own, where we would have no masters but ourselves. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, and thus we followed Andraste against the Imperium. But she was betrayed, and so were we.
Think you'll find it was your way around, bit. The absolute crux of the issue right? Andraste freed elven slaves from Tevinder, from the Imperium. After it was done, those slaves had nowhere to go. Didn't have any land or a place to call their own. So the humans, the Chantry, the Orlesians, gave them the deals and went, this is for you. The only stipulation that there is that when we need help, you will help us. Time goes by, the first Darkspawn blight happens, the humans are pinned to the wall for over a century, and the elves just sit by and do nothing. The only one thing they had to do was come along and help, and they chose not to do it. So everything that followed after that, the exalted march on the elves being subjugated into alienages, all comes from a decision that the elves made and nothing to do with fucking humans at all.
The bones of the world stretched towards the sky's embrace, veiled in white, like a bride greeting her groom. Of what do I speak? Yes. I carried Andraste's ashes out of Tevinter into the mountains to the east, where she could gaze ever into her Maker's sky. No more fitting a tomb than this could we find.
A poison of the soul, passion's cruel counterpart. From love she grows, till love lies slain. Of what do I speak?
Jealousy.
Yes, jealousy drove me to betrayal. I was the greatest general of the Alamari, but beside her I was nothing. Hundreds fell before her on bended knee. They loved her, as did the Maker. I loved her too. But what man can compare with a god?
No man has seen it, but all men know it. Lighter than air, sharper than any sword. Comes from nothing, but will fell the strongest armies. Of what do I speak?
Hunger.
Yes, hunger was the weapon used against the wicked men of the Tevinter Imperium. The Maker kindled the sun's flame, scorching the land. Their crops failed, and their armies could not march. Then he opened the heavens and bade the waters flow, and washed away their filth. I am Cather, disciple of Andraste and commander of her armies. I saw these things done, and knew the Makers smiled on us.
She wields the broken sword, and separates true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak?
Mercy, mercy, mercy.
Yes, I could not bear the sight of Andraste's suffering, and mercy bade me end her life. I am the penitent sinner, who shows compassion as he hopes compassion will be shown to him.
My dearest child, you know that I am gone, and all your prayers and wishes will not bring me back. No more must you grieve, my girl. Take the pain and the guilt, acknowledge it, and let go. It is time. You have such a long road ahead of you, and you must be prepared. And so I leave this in your hands. I know you will do great things with it.
You should run while you can. Of course. Lovely. Make us victorious again. This looks fun. I bet we'll have to work together and join hands and sing a happy song to get across.
Hey, you see those thingies over on the side of that huge chasm? I bet they're used for something. Maybe I should touch them or stand on them?
Alistair, normal people tend to avoid strange-looking sections of floor thingies, as you say. They tend to be traps.
You don't really think they're traps, do you? Ooh, look at that. I don't think it's solid enough to stand on, but it's a start.
Are like stepping stones, aren't they? We have to take them one at a time to get across. Hello?
Maker's breath. Andraste only favored the clever, it seems.
You have been through the trials of the Gauntlet. You have walked the path of Andraste, and like her, you have been cleansed. You have proven yourself worthy, Pilgrim. Approach the Sacred Ashes.
I never dreamed I would ever lay my eyes on the Urn of Sacred Ashes. I have no words to express.
I didn't think anyone could succeed in finding Andraste's final resting place. But here she is.
I stand in awe. Really?
All over now. All done.
Welcome back. You were gone for quite some time. Well, did you find it? Is that? Oh, there's some dust on... No, that's not dust. Oh, Maker, I'm not worthy to look upon. What was it like, coming to the urn, I mean? Tests? Interesting. Very interesting. Perhaps my research will not seem so much like blasphemy to the Chantry now. We must organize an expedition. There is so much history here, it must be studied. And pilgrims should be allowed to come to the urn.
That is not wise, mate. Many will try to exploit this discovery. And I can't believe that I'm really going to say this. Alistair has the most sensible take on this.
But the urn belongs to all the faithful. How can you deny this to them? No, we must share it.
I agree. We cannot withhold this from others. It is not our place.
So everyone comes by and takes some ashes from the urn. Ooh, I hope that urn is self-replenishing.
Boom,
Yes,
mic drop.
share it. Spread the word and more will come under the Chantry's power. Is this not what you want?
I will spread this good news or die trying.
If something bad comes of this, it's your fault.
I must return home. I have much to do. If you ever find yourself in Denerim, please visit me. I am not a rich man, but I have a small collection of interesting artifacts, and I do owe you a reward for coming to my rescue. I hope to see you soon, my friend.
Sire, I have more news. Oh, yes. Well, it seems that the fighting has gone
Enough.
exactly as you...
I would like to know what you intend to accomplish, Father. Should we not be fighting the Darkspawn instead of each other?
The nobility should be brought into line and then the Darkspawn defeated. This is no true blight, Honora. Only Kaelin's vanity demanded it be so.
Beg pardon, sire. But blight or no, we may not have the manpower to face the Darkspawn soon.
Kaelin approached your legions for support, did he
Never!
not?
Marek and I drove those bastards out! We'll not roll out the welcome for them now!
We need help, Father. We cannot deal with this crisis alone.
Ferelden will stand on its own! I will lead it through this, Honora. You must have faith in me.
Did you kill Kaelin?
Kaelin's death was his own doing.
You return. Might you have news? Unchanged, I'm afraid. We've tried more magical healing, but nothing works. As time passes, I become more and more convinced the urn might be our only hope. Yes, but they are returning slowly. No doubt the war's progress, as well as the Darkspawns, hinders many of them. You have? Wonderful. Let us go at once to Eamon's side and see if the urn's healing powers live up to their reputation.
Where am I?
Be calm, brother. You have been deathly ill for a very long time. Do you remember nothing?
Tegan? What are you doing here? Where is Isolde?
I am here, my husband.
And Connor? Where is my boy? Where is our son?
He is dead. Connor is dead.
Dead? Then it was not a dream.
Much has happened since you fell ill, brother. Some of it will not be easy for you to hear.
Then tell me. I wish to hear all of it. This is most troubling. There is much to be done, that is true. But I should first be thankful to those who have done so much. Grey Warden, I know you did what you had to. I grieve for my son. But I believe that had you not acted as you did, it might have been far worse. I am in your debt. Will you permit me to offer you a reward for your service? Then allow me to declare you and those traveling with you champions of Redcliffe. You will always be a welcome guest within these halls. And for you, Warden, a shield of the same make as those that have been given to our finest knights.
We should speak of Loghain, brother. There is no telling what he will do once he learns of your recovery.
Loghain instigates a civil war even though the Darkspawn are on our very doorstep. Long I have known him. He is a sensible man, one who never desired power.
I was there when he announced he was taking control of the throne, Eamon. He is mad with ambition, I tell you.
Mad indeed. Mad enough to kill Cailan, to attempt to kill myself and destroy my lands. Whatever happened to him, Loghain must be stopped. What's more, we can scarce afford to fight this war to its bitter end. You would not walk away from that meeting unscathed. The Darkspawn slaughtered Cailan's forces, not Loghain's. He has strength we cannot hope to match. We have no time to wage a campaign against him. Someone must surrender if Ferelden is to have any chance at fighting the Darkspawn. I will spread word of Loghain's treachery, both here and against the king. But it will be but a claim made without proof. Those claims will give Loghain's allies pause, but we must combine it with a challenge Loghain cannot ignore. We need someone with a stronger claim to the throne than Loghain's daughter, the Queen.
Are you referring to Alistair, brother? Are you certain?
I would not propose such a thing if we had an alternative, but the unthinkable has occurred. Tegan and I have a claim through marriage, but we would seem opportunists no better than Loghain. Alistair's claim is by blood.
And what about me? Does anyone care what I want?
You have a responsibility, Alistair. Without you, Loghain wins. I would have to support him for the sake of Ferelden. Is that what you want?
But I... No, my lord.
I see only one way to proceed. I will call for a landsmeet, a gathering of all of Ferelden's nobility in the city of Denerim. There, Ferelden can decide who shall rule, one way or another. Then the business of fighting our true foe can begin. What say you to that, my friend? I do not wish to proceed without your blessing. I'm not sure that would help our cause. We would become the criminals, and our accusations would become excuses. Furthermore, I'm not even certain where Loghain might be. Why do you think he had me poisoned? He wanted me gone without having to confront me directly. If I call for a landsmeet, refusing the compromise and attacking Redcliffe will only support our accusations. I'm sure he'd rather I died from the poison. Had the demon not interfered, that's exactly what would have happened. Unless we convince some of Loghain's allies to abandon him, that's not likely to happen. Our army is not large enough. As a Grey Warden, you may gather allies to you, but we need those forces to face the Darkspawn, not to battle against our own. That depends. If we cannot get a consensus in the Landsmeet for Alistair, we cannot afford to oppose Loghain either. Does that mean Loghain could win? A man who killed his own king, who has gone mad with power? Perhaps. We must see that he does not.
I hope that's a joke.
I hope it does not come to that. If you are suggesting surrender, consider that he has already sought your death. You think he will spare you, knowing what you know? Ferelden must stand united to defeat the Darkspawn. A fractured nation will not defeat the Blight, even given my army and those gathered with your treaties. You still have allies to seek out to help us against the Darkspawn. I can hold off traveling to Denerim until you are ready, but the Landsmeet is our only option. We could attempt to wage a military campaign against Loghain, but even if we win, would we have enough left to defeat the Darkspawn?
No, but neither would Loghain.
Perhaps Loghain gambles on this attitude, that everyone will decide facing the Darkspawn is more vital than facing him, so that he leads us against the Horde. Very well, I will send out the word. But before we proceed, I believe there is the matter of the mage, my son's tutor. He still lives, I understand.
He does. He is in the dungeon, brother.
Have him brought here, Tegan. I wish to see him. Jowan, what you have done is not in question. You tried to assassinate me and set into motion a series of events that nearly destroyed everything I cherish. What have you to say in your own defense?
Nothing, my lord. Other than to say I am sorry. I expect no mercy for what I've done.
I see. Grey Warden, have you anything to say on Jowan's behalf? Then there is nothing more to say. Jowan, I hereby sentence you to death. May the Maker show you the mercy we cannot.
Thank you, my lord.
Would have been
now,
nice
back
if
to
we
the
could
matter
put
of
him
the
through the joining.
Landsmeet. It will take some time to recall my forces
Especially
and
if you
organize
play
our
as a circle
arms.
tower. Maybe.
I would prefer to wait until that is done before calling the Landsmeet. In the meantime, I suggest you pursue the remainder of the Grey Warden treaties. We will need all the allies we can get if we are to defeat the Darkspawn Horde.
You have restored Eamon. I am most grateful. It's up to him what happens next. If anyone can force an end to the civil war, he can.
My husband lives thanks to you. I am grateful.
The Earl's recovery is a boon to the nation. We all owe you a great debt.
What's your stance?
I am so glad that Arl Eamon is recovered. I can't think of anyone else I'd rather fight for. The Arl has called for an army now that he's woken up. We'll be fighting for sure. If the rest of the Grey Wardens are anything like you, they certainly deserve their reputation. I just signed up myself. The armor they gave me doesn't quite fit, but I guess it'll have to do.
Hail, Grey Warden.
What can I do for you, Warden? Certainly.
Right, so that's Ogren, when, maybe Morrigan, maybe. Definitely Ogren, when, Ogren.
Yes, it is good to have my sword at my side again. I call her Asala, the soul, my soul. She is forged from rare blue steel and has served me faithfully for many years. Yes, you understand what it is like to have a weapon that is part of you. Few others do.
I shall treasure it. Thank you. I've a question, if I may. Well, here's the thing. I swore an oath to serve you, yes? And I understand the quest you're on, and this is all very fine and well. My question pertains to what you intend to do with me once this business is over with, as a point of curiosity. Not precisely. I said I would serve you until you saw fit to release me. One simply assumes that once your Grey Warden business is finished, you would have no need of an assassin to follow you about. Am I wrong? Indeed. I might even be glad to call myself such, come to think of it. It is good to know what my options might be, but that is for another time. For now, we have much to do, yes?
I enjoy the nights at camp. The night always seems more peaceful to me, safer. I feel the night grants us a reprieve from the troubles of the day. Silly, isn't it? The Darkspawn never sleep, and they lurk in the shadows. I enjoy those nights when we stand guard together, talking to pass the time in those small hours. Well, I talk and you listen mostly. Sometimes I succumb and fall asleep and wake to find you still watchful, and I know you're watching out for me. What I'm trying to say is that I trust you. I'm comfortable around you. I know you'll be there when I need you. You are our leader and my friend, and sometimes I think that maybe we could be more than that. Maker, look at me stumbling over my words like an ill-educated peasant girl. Some bard I am. I'm not embarrassed. I'm just flushed because of the heat. Really? No one told me. You felt the same way and didn't do me the courtesy of informing me? You made me say all those things. Why couldn't you have said them first? Oh, how very awkward. Why am I being such a baby about this? I must be a sight spilling my guts. Well, that settles it then. You've seen and touched Andraste's ashes. They are the holiest thing on this earth, the remains of the Maker's chosen. I know. It seems almost irreverent to use her as a curative. And it is also a tiny bit morbid. I do not know if I am worthy to look upon her. Yes, of course, but it still is something to be in awe of. I'm here for you. Of course. Yes, a little better. Time heals all wounds, so they say. Scars remain, but they are just colors in the painting that is my life, no? Yes, that is what I'm saying. I wish things had happened differently, but knowing her and knowing me, I don't think it could have. We had good times, though, and I look back on those fondly. Whatever happened after will never change the truth of the past. It's not so bad. Look, now I have new friends, a new family. In spite of it all, life is good. I'm here for you. Of course. Wait, you want to talk about us? Is there something bothering you? Really? You think so? You're so sweet.
Why can we not go to bed? That's my question.
You know, maybe this isn't the best time to be thinking about this, but I've something to ask you. Chances are we'll be heading to Denerim soon. And when we're there, I wonder if we might be able to look someone up. No, I know that. That's not what I'm talking about. The thing is, I have a sister, a
No, you don't.
half-sister. I told you about my mother, right? She was a servant at Redcliffe Castle and she had a daughter. Only I never knew about her.
No, she wasn't.
I don't think she knew about me either. They kept my birth a secret after all. But after I became a Grey Warden, I did some checking and...
Not that hard, you didn't.
Well, I found out she's still alive. In Denerim. She's the only real family I have left. The only family not also mixed up in the whole royal thing. I've just been thinking that maybe it's time I went to see her. With the blight coming and everything, I don't know if I'll ever get another chance to see her. Maybe I can help her. Warn her about the danger, I don't know. Could we? I'd appreciate that. If something happened to her and I never went to at least see her, I don't know if I could forgive myself. Her name is Goldana, and I think she remarried but still lives just outside the alienage. If we're in the area, then, well, it's worth a look.
I forgot to put them back in the box. Idiot. Right, I'm gonna look up these gifts. I'm pretty sure some of them are from Oregon. And some of them are just a waste. Not a waste. You can give them to anybody for +1. You know, it doesn't matter who they go to. Golden Demon Pendant goes to Morgan.
A fine gift. You have my thanks.
And a locket.
A fine gift. You have my thanks.
Right, so they we'll just look them up in the lookup table. So Steel Bracers goes to nobody. Silver Bracelet, nobody. Small silver ring, nobody. Tribal necklace, nobody. And shiny gold ring, nobody. Right. So we'll just give them to someone to get rid of them. Let me see.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice.
Why, thank you so much.
How nice. How nice.
Interesting.
You called. Speak, then. Then I suggest we move on. I am hardly surprised. To put it lightly, no one has a place here. Your farmers wish to be merchants. The merchants dream of being nobles, and the nobles become warriors. No one is content to be who they are.
Don't the Canary ever want to change their lot in life?
What does that accomplish? The farmer who buys a shop is never a merchant. He is always a farmer turned merchant. He carries his old life with him as a turtle carries its shell. Happiness is fragile. Nothing can be built upon it that will last. Only duty endures. You can learn to find it in doing your duty, in serving your people. There is no need to search for it. Shall we move on? Perhaps. It's strange to be in a crowd and hear a language that is not your own, to see faces that are and aren't like yours. I miss the smells of Saharan, tea and incense and the sea. Ferelden smells of wet dogs. Skunks don't mind the smell of other skunks either. Shall we move on? There is interesting food here. You have a thing. It doesn't have a word in the Kunari tongue. Little baked things like bread, but sweet and crumbly.
I never would have thought you'd have a sweet tooth.
I don't know what that means.
None of my teeth are sweet. Those little baked things, however, we have none of those in my homeland. This should be remedied. Shall we move on? As you wish.
It speaks. It doesn't have better things to do. Did I not already tell it that I do not remember doing such? I remember having a master. My memories of what happened to him are vague. Clever and true. Oh, very well. Let me see what I can recall. My former master enjoyed experimenting upon me. I remember that much. There was tinkering with spells and then the crystals. He was very eager to alter my function, I think. Oh, I am no mage, and he did not explain himself to me, any more than it would explain itself to a sword. He possessed my control rod, and back then it would have prevented me from doing anything he did not command me to, no matter how I might have wished to. So what happened? I am unsure. He was experimenting, and then nothing. Oh, ho, ho. It does like to laugh, does it? But who knows? I may have such a thing. And then he was gone. I was standing where I was, in the village, and I could no longer move. The villagers came, poked and prodded me in fear, and then realized they could neither move me nor destroy me. So they simply left me. And in time I forgot I hadn't stood there all along. Wonder! I was glad that he was gone. For so many years I'd had to leap to that little toadstool's every command. Get this, pick up that, put it down, pick it up again. The gall! At first I'd hoped he'd simply decided to leave me there paralyzed. An acceptable trade-off. After years passed, I simply stopped caring. Frightened by the prospect, is it? It should be. Whatever the mage did seemed to render the control rod useless, for which I should be thankful, yes? And provided it doesn't decide to copy his experiments, not that I would allow it, it has nothing to fear from me. Much. The things that it fights, and it fights things often, that is a different story. Let us get back to the walking and the fighting. My stone is beginning to itch again.
Enchantment?
Enchantment.
Enchantment!
If there's anything I can do for you, I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
I await your command. So, full of questions, are you? My mother has been hunted from time to time, yes, by Templar fools like Alistair, which should tell you how successful they generally were. Flemeth made a bit of a game of it, in fact. The Templars would come again, and she would look at me and smile and say that the fun was to begin once more. I am unsure. I was too young to understand, and perhaps 'twas bravado on Flemeth's part, or perhaps she was merely amused. I will never know. Flemeth would warn them once. 'Twas a warning they inevitably failed to heed. And then the true game began. Often Flemeth would use me as bait, a little girl to scream and run and lure the Templars deeper into the wilds and to their doom. Sometimes, eventually. Thankfully, the wilds is a vast place. Once they found us, Flemeth would simply move us elsewhere and we would be lost within the forest once again. I did not understand the danger we faced until I was much older. I had never heard of apostates or maleficarum. You do not know? The zealots use that word for any magic they do not control. The Chantry sees any mages not leashed to the circle of magi as apostates, and apostates could become maleficarum, evil mages that resort to blood magic and become demon-enslaved abominations. It may even be true, still, those of us who prefer freedom see no reason to submit. Thank you for small favours, then, at the very least. Enough of this talk. Let us return to the task at hand.
On your order, Grey Warden. We are aware, but these men and women know what's at stake. They will not fail their homeland. On your order, Grey Warden. We have veterans in command and the fury of youth at our back. We will be ready. On your order, Grey Warden. The Jarl was generous, but rushed. Certain areas could see improvement. We're a mercenary force, Warden. Much of our equipment is self-financed. Were you to commit additional funds, we'd upgrade as we saw the need. Very generous, Warden. If you need staff after the battle, keep us in mind.
Indeed.
Indeed.
You are a true warrior and worthy of respect.
I'm here for you. Of course. I have not given this a lot of thought. What will I do? We've traveled far and wide. Does it need to end? There's so much out there. Adventures to be had and stories to be told. I want to be part of it all. I might need some company. And you're not too irritating. You're welcome to come along if you like. It is settled then. You and I wandering the world, seeking our fortunes. I can't wait. I'm here for you. Of course. Wait, you want to talk about us? Is there something really? You think so? You're so sweet.
Right. I don't know what to do. I'm trying to bet her, but she's not playing ball at all. So I'm a wee bit dubious about going and trying the four-way. Pardon me. What to do, what to do.
Indeed.
Yes.
Indeed.
All men are the work of our Maker's hand, from the lowest slaves to the...
Strange that matters can be so tumultuous and yet the day still be so bright. Oh, my pardon, just thinking aloud. Are you here for the Chanter's Board? I am Sister Justine, curator of the reliquary of this chantry. And pride again. It is hard to live up to the example of Andraste. The archivist tends the books, and I tend the sacred relics. I also search for more to add to our collection, which is more difficult than it sounds. My thought exactly, but I'm perpetually amazed at how quickly people accept fantastic claims at face value. A hawker on the street will claim to have an actual finger bone of Andraste. In this city alone, you could make the skeleton of 10 prophets from fingers alone. Curators often accept them as genuine. I worry about the authenticity of even our most holy artifacts. When I was a curator of a much smaller chantry in Orlais, I thought that false relics slipped through because of laziness. But the life of the cloth is never an easy one, and that explanation always seemed hollow to me. Now I believe it's the seduction of the divine. We all want a personal connection to the Maker. We want to believe that what we hold in our hands is the actual sandal that slipped from Andraste's foot before the fires consumed her. Faith is of the heart, not of the head. When the heart is ungoverned by reason, charlatans have powerful tools to deceive. And often close to heretical. But I believe that the truth only increases the awe of the Maker and his prophet, not demean it. Even false symbols have the power to inspire, but it seems every year we fall more out of touch with the real Andraste. Well, there's one that might be real. I couldn't prove it wasn't. Perhaps you can understand my skepticism. So many claims, so few truths. Certainly, my research indicates that all of the ashes were gathered into a pot or urn, but it's been lost for centuries. That doesn't stop hawkers from selling pinches of the ashes of Andraste to gullible pilgrims. The real ashes may still be hidden somewhere, though it's possible the urn broke. You've shown admirable patience listening to my diatribe before. I will not bore you again. Suffice it to say, I look for and authenticate holy relics for the chantry. Of course. Nice to see you again. Really? Oh, pardon my incredulity. I would like to examine them in any event. Let me see. The scrolls are old, no question, and the script. It's written in cipher. Early believers used them to keep their writings safe from the Divinter Magus. These could be authentic. Please, let me examine it. I need parchment, quill, and ink. What was the trick to the cipher again? I examined your scrolls. I know a few of the early chantry ciphers, but I'm not fully familiar with this one. The bits I have made out. This may be an account of Maferath's final days, and perhaps more. I know, it's remarkable. The same Maferath who betrayed our prophet and saw her burn alive in Minrath Rus. If we could get a real translation, well, it could be the find of our lifetime. When I finish decoding it, absolutely, but it will not be easy. It could take months. The ciphers were designed to be difficult for the Magisters to decrypt. Who knows what secrets we can uncover, what truths we can find. Here is all of the allowance I have for acquisitions. Take it and go. 1,000 blessings.
Oh, would you stop correcting me? I know the chant like the back of my hand.
Thanks for the help you've given. Unfortunately, I have more headaches to deal with.
How long were you in that cloister, my dear one?
I have finished. Just over 2 years. Why do you ask?
And all the brothers and sisters there, they had taken vows?
Most of them, yes.
For 2 years, you had no contact with anyone but men and women who are promised to some uncaring god?
What are you getting at?
Didn't you desire companionship during those 2 years? 2 years! The very thought makes me weak.
My time in the cloister was a time of contemplation. I occupied myself with thoughts of the Maker and other worthy pursuits. But like I said, most of the brothers and sisters had taken vows. Not all of them. Some were just affirmed, like me.
Aha! That is not so bad then.
Nothing happens, Ivran. It would not be right to engage in that behavior in a house devoted to the Maker.
Why? The Maker made us who we are. He made our urges. He gave us these parts. You think he made them for looks?
Haren, the bloody customers are bothering me again. What do I pay you for, anyhow?
Sorry. Wade is a genius. Truly, you will be astonished by his work. But he doesn't deal with customers. If you need anything, please ask me.
And tell her I don't want her looking over my shoulders making doe eyes at me either. I'm thinking, blast it all.
Truly sorry, sire. Welcome, friends. Welcome to Wade's Emporium. We have the finest armors in Denerim, maybe in all of Ferelden. How may we assist you? You're obviously not from around here. Wade is possibly the most brilliant armorsmith in all of Ferelden.
That's not true, Haren. The dwarves of Orzammar make the finest armors around. These piles of rust droppings you forced me to make are worthless compared to their work. You never let me have the time, the materials to make something special.
Customers expect their armor in a timely fashion, not years late like the last time.
That happened once, just once, and you never let it drop. I am.
Wade owns the Emporium, but without expert assistance and, well, prodding, let's just say the Emporium has improved substantially with our partnership.
But I do miss the good old days. I could really take my time to make quality.
Oh, by all means, you can return to them. And to the gruel you used to fancy.
No. Sorry, Haren.
Certainly. Welcome back. You looking for fine armor? The city is full to bursting. With people from the country coming, trade is thriving. Especially those that deal in weapons and armor. Master Wade is especially in demand. No, he can't.
Did I hear right? You are a woman. You have drake scales? Look at this, Haren. It's real. Some never see a single scale in their lives. I must make this. Tell the, customer, is it? I'll drop everything to work on this immediately. Cost? I should be paying you, friend, for the right, no, the privilege.
Pay him? No, Wade, no. We'll charge you.
I'll hear nothing of that, Haren. This is my shop, and working on drake scales won't cost a bloody Orlesian penny.
I'll pay 10 sovereigns extra. Make it good and quickly.
Excellent. You won't regret it. Think of the possibilities, Haren. Think of it.
I'm trying to stop. You're here about your order?
It's done. I made the armor. And it's garbage. I wouldn't let a festering swine wear it.
Wade, it's amazing. I don't see anything wrong with it.
Are you blind as well as stupid? The leg guards are too tight. It'll chafe. The dye isn't even... Look here. I see a splotch. It's garbage, I say.
It's fine. Truly. It's a work of art. Here, wear it well. Now kindly leave.
Did you bring more scales? I want to try again. I've learned so much.
Wade, please leave the customer alone. How can I help you?
Actually, I have more Drake skills.
You must be kidding. We're done. No.
Eren, more scales. I can make another set.
Dear Andraste, no.
I've been thinking every night about what I'd do different. It's all in my head. Dear Eren, don't worry. I can make it faster this time.
You can?
You worry too much. Just give me the scales, friend, and I'll have my finest work for you. Perfect, you say? Well, there are a few alterations I could make. I'll close up the shop then. No more new orders. Think of the possibilities.
We're closed. Oh, it's you.
The Drake scale armor is done. And it's, well, decent. Few things I'm rather proud of. And it didn't take as long as I feared. Odd.
You'd better be very proud, Wade. We can't afford any more flights of fancy.
I feel good, actually. I wouldn't mind working on Lord such-and-such's armor today.
We'll see how long this lasts. Here's your armor. Now please leave. Welcome. Oh, it's you. Please leave. And if you have any more scales, you can shove them.
Actually, I have some dragon skills.
You just don't know when to quit.
Why so glum, Eren? Today is a glorious day. Today, I make dragon scale armor.
I feel just giddy.
Patience, patience. Now, I've dreamed of what I would do every night. It's in my head in perfect clarity. It will be the work of hours.
What? You're serious?
Absolutely. The only question is what type of armor. Dragon scale is marvelous, flexible and tough. I could make a lighter set of dragon skin armor, heavy dragon scale armor, or dragon bone plate. What interests you? Excellent, excellent. Now don't move. There you go. My life's work, that is.
You did it so fast.
Of course, Eren. Have some faith. I am a master armorer, you know.
Miracles never cease. But you're not welcome here anymore.
I need a sabbatical. Maybe someplace warm.
I hate my life.
And to crack me up. only just put that on me. Might leave it on for a while. But why? So that gives me just enough. How does that give me just enough strength? +3. That would take me down to 41. Ah. So I can't even put it on me yet.
I'm here for you. Of course. Wait, you want to talk about... Indeed.
Indeed. Blast and damnation!
Yes.
What can I do for you, Warden? Certainly.
Do you miss the life you once had, Shell? These centuries of memories you have lost?
Does it miss being within its mother's womb?
Do I... Well, no. I don't remember that far back.
It is no different. My memory stretches only so far, and what went before is now lost.
And you remember nothing at all? Not even a little bit?
There are images, faces who I have no names for, places I remember being, but not where they are. Do I miss these things? They are without context. I feel only disquiet when I think of them.
Like dreams, then. When you awake, all the details have fled.
Is that what it is to dream? Then yes, perhaps it is like that.
How very sad. To discover your entire life has been a forgotten dream. I am so sorry.
They need a king to decide who buys clothes? This is ridiculous.
Oh, you wish to talk to me? Truly, it's a courtesy for one so well-armed to notice a lowly merchant. Someone has to. Trade with other races can dry up. We surfacers are Orzamar's lifeline, even if we're denied a caste. The Assembly says we've turned our back on the stone, but they still use the goods we bring. Hypocrites.
That's not right. Someone should do something.
Maybe it'll change by the time my children are grown. Twice a year, I'm confined to a trade stall in the Commons, but I see enough. It's very closed in. My grandfather says I've lost my stone sense. I was born topside. I don't remember having it. Best of luck to you.
The Assembly is deadlocked. No one knows when they'll reopen the city.
My goods are just rotting on their doorstep. I won't just stand here and take this.
Looks like the fighting has finally started. Too much to hope they'd work it out, I guess.
I hear Ban Bronak got his helmet handed to him.
Of course he did. Terran Loghain is out there leading the troops, he is.
Well, I guess that's good. It's a victory, right?
Right.
Let kings fight over kings. Trade needs to flow.
May the ancestors protect us all.
Is it true Grey Wardens killed Ferelden's king?
No.
They think they're isolated now? Merchants won't risk this happening again.
Come on, Shepard.
I've told you what I know. If you'll excuse me, I've had quite enough stress over this.
Oh, certainly.
Unexpected. Thank you.
I'm to keep this, am I? Fine.
If there's anything I can do for you, please, please, I'm sure you'll be pleased.
Enchantment?
Enchantment.
Enchantment!
Oh, fucking hell.
How nice. How nice.
I'm to keep this, am I? Fine. I'm to keep this, am I? Fine.
Why, thank you so much.
Enchantment? Enchantment!
It speaks.
It has been some time since I left Lothering. When I stepped out of the cloister, I had no idea where my path would lead. I walked where the Maker led me, and he has rewarded me for my faith. I found you. Something like that. The Maker wants his children to be happy. Would he have created in us the capacity for love if he did not intend for us to find it? Yes, that gloriously rich and decadent emotion that one finds oneself hopelessly stuck in, much like caramel pudding. Oh, I have tales of pudding like you would not believe. Perhaps we could retire to my tent, and I could regale you. Good. Now come with me before I lose my patience. Hello. I've been up for some time, but yes, I slept very well. I've just been watching you sleep. Did you know your eyelids flutter when you dream? And you have such pretty eyelashes. So I hear. I'm so happy, blissful. I haven't slept so well since I was forced to flee from Morlaix. Knowing you will be the first thing I see when I wake gives me no small amount of comfort. I feel safe in your arms. Safe, loved and accepted. This is where I belong. Thank you. I suppose I should get up. We have a long day ahead of us. Come on. Darkspawn await with bated breath for you to put them out of their misery. What are you... Oh, I see. I suppose the Darkspawn will just have to wait a bit longer. Indeed.
Yes.
I'm going to go to the box first. So the next time that we'll come to Dragon Age, I think we're going to do a long stream. I've been enjoying these little 3-hour streams in Dragon Age. You know, they put me under a lot less pressure, pain and stress wise. But I think if we were to break it up into 2, it wouldn't be 2 short streams, you know what I mean? Maybe 2 and a bit of hours each. So we'll maybe try to just get it all into one, say like 4.5 hour stream. Get all of Orzammar and all of the deep roads.
I am watching you, dog. Do you know how many of your kind urinated on me in that village? And all I could do is stand there and watch, helpless. If I see one of those legs of yours lift so much as an inch in my direction, pow! I'm glad we have this understanding. At least your kind can be reasoned with, unlike those damned feathered fiends.
So where are the Orlesians? They got armies, don't they? They could come kill those Darkspawn.
You really want Orlesians and Ferelden again?
If they got enough armies, I'd rather have them here than the Darkspawn.
I hear you.
So that is us done for tonight, and done with Dragon Age for the next 2 nights. So tomorrow night we're back into Valhalla. We've got a really good bit to start the stream off with tomorrow night, where we'll finally get to put a tag in this place. And then I'm not sure where we're going after that. I think we'll have our choice of maybe 3 places to do. So could be any of them. We'll see. Until then, peace out, much love, and goodbye.